Construction usually follows a single, predictable path. You clear a site, lay a foundation, and stack materials upward. But here, the architecture plunges into the earth. This complex was carved into the ground, descending from the sky to the foundation. Archaeologists categorize the Kailasa Temple as a monolith. It was extracted from the bedrock of a volcanic cliff, leaving the structure standing inside the very mountain that once contained it. 8th century laborers removed 400,000 tons of basalt to reveal these walls. They accomplished this without industrial machinery, explosives, or digital blueprints. In subtractive architecture, the rock you remove is gone forever. A single misplaced strike could fracture a critical pillar or ruin a facade, and the stone cannot be put back. The engineers had to be accurate on every single swing. That solid, jointless construction made the temple nearly indestructible. In the 1600s, Emperor Aurangzeb sent 1,000 men to dismantle the site. After 3 years of work, they had only managed to disfigure a few statues before abandoning the effort. This 8th century project stands as a record of a society operating at the absolute limit of engineering precision. The project was funded by King Krishna I of the Rashtrakuta dynasty. He intended to build a physical representation of Mount Kailash, the legendary home of the god Shiva. To start, architects etched the layout directly onto the flat peak of the mountain. Workers then cut 3 deep trenches vertically into the cliff, isolating a massive rectangular block of basalt in the center, creating a stone island that becomes the temple. You can see the scale of isolation here. The spire, or shikara, sits entirely within the void left by the original cliff face. By carving these trenches first, the architects established the permanent boundaries of the complex. Every single detail had to fit perfectly inside this predetermined block of stone. Working from the top down allowed gravity to pull debris away, preventing the site from being buried under thousands of tons of loose basalt. The logistics of this excavation required massive, coordinated multitasking. As soon as a section of the roof was finished, crews immediately began hollowing out the floors directly beneath it. While one team shaped the external walls in the daylight, others were deep inside the stone, carving out galleries, inner sanctums, and massive support pillars from the dark interior. These pillars and roofs appear to be separate pieces held together by physics, but they are actually one continuous piece of sculpted bedrock. The entire monument is a structural illusion, a single complex sculpture shaped into the form of a functioning temple. Beyond the scale of the excavation, the temple acts as a 3-dimensional stone library, documenting ancient Indian philosophy. Along the base, a row of life-sized elephants is carved to look as if they support the entire building on their backs. The walls above are covered in dense rows of narrative panels, illustrating thousands of individual scenes from the Mahabharata and the Ramayana. This reaches a peak in the Ravana Nugraha relief, capturing the muscular strain of the demon king Ravana as he attempts to lift the mountain. Achieving this level of detail meant the architects had to balance industrial-scale excavation with a surgeon's precision, treating 400,000 tons of basalt as a canvas for fine art. Modern internet theories often credit this precision to external or supernatural intervention because the scope of the achievement seems impossible for ancient tools. However, the historical record points to 18 years of calculated, relentless human effort, supported by highly organized guilds of master carvers. The monolith remains a record of what happens when mathematical science and absolute conviction are used to literally reshape